In the pioneer spirit of Israel, the Mirage Foundation has adopted the Negev and its development as the main focus of its philanthropic activity in the Jewish homeland. Representing nearly 60% of Israel's landmass, the Negev holds untapped potential to expand Israel's economic base, provides an unsurpassed quality of life for young Israeli families, and offers forgotten beauty and historical significance for the enjoyment of residents and tourists from around the world. Indeed, America is falling in love with the Negev. Building upon extensive successful entrepreneurial heritage, the Mirage Foundation Israel promotes the development of the Negev. All the development and program efforts are conducted with the deepest respect for the land, its residents, and the diverse cultures which exist in the Negev. Jacob Dayan, former Consul General of the State of Israel in the Los Angeles and Southwest region of the United States, is now heading up much of the activities of IVIC, which looks to be the engine to drive a change in the social system of the Negev. You could call it a social responsibility investment.
It's quite a transition from Beverly Hills to the Negev, but in a way I think that this is natural continuation of what I was doing in Los Angeles, because I felt that I'm representing the Jewish state and I'm representing the Jewish people there. And in a way, coming here to the Negev, I feel that I'm still some kind of a breach between the Jewish people and representing here the Jewish state. So what we are doing here basically is we have a venture capital that invests in the Negev, the biggest part or region in Israel. 60% of Israel is the Negev. And it's an undisputed territory, and it's an area that only 8% of the Israelis live in. And we realize that we have to make a change for the Negev, but first and foremost for Israel. And when I'm saying a change for Israel, I'm saying a change for the Jewish people. So I decided to come and to continue this endeavor straight from the Negev. It's a great challenge. Israel is a startup nation. In a way, the Negev is a totally startup. And it's not by coincidence that David Ben-Gurion, the first Prime Minister of Israel, thought of the Negev as a startup. Because it has everything, it has the challenges, it has the risks. But I said that before that in a way, I see it as a connection between the Jewish people and the Jewish state. And you know that my investors, and first and foremost David Mirage, are Americans, is an American, and they are investing here in Israel. And the idea and the concept is that Israel is one of the thriving economies. One can actually make money in Israel. And it's, in a way, it's changing the paradigm that existed for such a long time between Israel and the diaspora, in which philanthropy and the Jewish people are giving fish to Israel. In a way, we now, as the cliche says, we teach them how to fish. Meaning, we know that the philanthropy is good, is important, but it has boundaries. And we are developing now a new paradigm, a new connection between the Jewish people in the diaspora and the Jewish people here in Israel, in which you invest in a very successful model in a way that you can actually make money in Israel. Because what I realized as a Consul General, as one representing the state of Israel in the Southwest United States, is that especially the young generation doesn't want to be connected to any past Holocaust or any future Holocaust, and they don't want to be affiliated to catastrophes of any kind. What they want to be affiliated to is to a success story. And Israel, in a way, is a success story. And you have here a terra incognita, a place that you can still develop. You can enrich Israel, and you can actually make money. And I think that this message, if we make money in such a place, and we develop Israel, and we develop this startup, it will bring also the young generation in the States to be more connected to Israel. It would be easier for them to be connected to a success story.
Why didn't this happen before? Why the delay?
I think it's a great question. It's a valid question, especially, and you can reinforce or this question saying that the first Prime Minister of Israel, David Ben-Gurion, had this vision of the Negev and taking the Negev. I think not enough was done in the Negev. There was a lack of strategic thinking in the Negev, and now this is exactly where we see our mission, because if we succeed here, other people will see that you can actually make Zionism here and also be very successful. So I think that there is a lot of room to strategize, and once it's being strategized, it's being implemented in investments. Not enough was done, a lot should be done, and this is where we enter, and I hope that many others will come and support this endeavor.